Hello, my name is CarX82 and welcome back to my GregBlock series. Today I'm going to be taking a look at some auto crafting here. But first I want to actually get this wireless ME system. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is get the ME security terminal, which shouldn't be too bad. Before we get into that though, I did have replaced a whole lot of my LV machines. As we can see, I even lowered this down. I've replaced a bunch of HV machines and MV machines, so we're almost there with everything. I've set up all my different EV machines down here. I think the ore washing plant is new. Electric sieve is new, the cluster mill is new, maybe the alloy smelter. I can't remember exactly what I had last episode. Precision laser engraver, that one is new too. I may make a bunch of these, just one for each of these lenses. I might, I don't know, just cause. Why not? An advanced sifting machine. Which is for my sapphires. So I'm using the purified sapphire ore, and I'm getting the exquisite sapphires from it. And it's a pretty decent drop rate from using the purified sapphire ore, which I get from the ore washing plant. I have also replaced my battery buffer with a 16 slot, because once again, why not? I have infinite resources, so let's go big. And I replaced all my osmium cable. I had the 1x or 1 times osmium cable, and I replaced it with 4 times osmium cable for the 16 amps that I can use. So I have an infinite amount of osmium as well. I believe I added another crafting unit, so I have 4 now. And I put 64k crafting storages on the bottom. I want to replace these two, just I like when they all match. I rearranged my channels a little bit. So I use the cable anchors to have the one that goes underneath, a separate one on both sides, and then I have the ones that go to the left and right coming out the top. And I am at 29 channels, so I am almost at the limit for this one. I'm going to have to, once I reach 32, I'm going to have to get another P2P channel. But we're not quite there yet, we're almost there. But I think that's about everything. I've basically just been setting up auto recipes and replacing all my LV machines as I've needed. So let's move on. The security terminal needs a 16K. So I have this all set up. And I believe it's crafting the nether quartz in the alloy smelter, and there we go. There's the 16K. We have everything except the 2 cables, which this is probably cutting down or lathing the nether quartz here. So there we go. And there's the security terminal. I guess I'll just throw this on the back. And we're ready for the wireless. So you're able to add wireless access points to your ME system to allow wireless access to it. Then you're able to link a wireless crafting terminal to it by putting it in your security terminal. So wireless access points, let's take a look at that. Calculation processor, that's easy. Fluix Pearl is easy. Yeah. I could have done this way sooner, but I didn't. I gotta set up a mixer for the Fluix crystal. It's one of the few remaining machines that I need to set up. Forming press and mixer, definitely. Compressor may, yeah, I'll get the compressor. And then packager, I only use it for tin cables, and canning machine really has no use for it anymore. Alright. Is that sticks? I thought it was sticks. Oh, black steel rod. Alright, so that's a thing. So let's craft one black steel here. And the quartz fiber. Craft one of those. So what it does is lays down the nether quartz, then it puts it in the cutting machine, which is probably already done, and then it puts it in the autoclave, which is back here. I think it's on the other side, but pretty cool. And then I have it set up to create nether quartz and Syrtis Quartz and nether quartz automatically. That doesn't go super fast though. So black steel. I'm not going to set up a recipe for that. Haven't found a use. This is the only time I've ever used the black steel. So that should be that, yep. And one more cable. I should just do 10 of those while we have them. Actually, we can go take a look down here. So there we go. It's putting the nether quartz rods in there, and then I should have one back here. Here it is. Set up with the... Nope, not that one. This one? Which one was it? Was it the autoclave? I can't remember. Here it is. The autoclave with liquid glass. That's right. So it puts them in here. The 4 makes those, but that's almost instant. The recipe is almost instantaneous. That's pretty funny. Alright. So there we go. Now, I'm trying to remember. Under here... Oh, I also replaced all my cobblestone with a little bit nicer cobblestone. It's still cobble, but it just looks a bit nicer. Yeah, this already has 8 channels. So let me think. How am I going to do this? I need to get... Because I'm assuming this is going to take 1 point. Oh, I can actually replace this. I don't need this fluid interface right here. Let me get my wrench. This nether quartz wrench, if you shift right click, it'll take off the thing without breaking the whole... Without having to break the whole thing and everything flies off. So we'll remove that. And that... I'll just double check. Yeah, that's 7. Alright. So I guess we'll just put that right there. That'll use... Yep, there's the 8 channels. Alright, so there's the wireless access points. Now, I believe this is where the infinity cards come in, if I remember correctly. Alright, so let's... Let me get all this crafted again. I should have crafted more. I do have this set up over here. Automatically accepting redstone and auto crafting, so that's pretty good. Ooh, it needs a dense energy cell, which needs a lot of fluix. It needs at least 32. So we'll send that through there. What goes in the middle? Ooh, calculation processors. No, I have enough. Is that not... Oh, that's an energy cell. My bad. Quartz class. I do have that all set up. Let's just do 20. I'm smelting down the sand into glass here. So, feels pretty good once you get all the... Once you get all the recipes, auto-crafting everything, I can just click a button and it'll do it for me, which feels pretty good. Now the Syrtis Quartz, I can show this off too. I believe it's this one, yep. So even at EV level, it is quite slow, as we can see. But I should probably just set that to like have 100 going in stock. I have plenty of Syrtis Quartz, so maybe I'll just do that. How about we just make 100? Let that go. Alright, so we need 2 more. And then we should be able to get another quartz. What is it? Quartz fiber, I think it was. Yeah. 1 more of those, and once again I need another black steel. Hopefully I'm not going to need any more of this stuff. Alright, so there's the 8, and that is around the calculation processor. So there's that. Alright, the Luke's plural, and then the black steel should be done, yeah. Alright, so this was a little more crafting than I kind of realized, but gives me a chance to show off all my automation with the machines. Alright, so there we go. And there is the wireless. I think you just put this in here, don't you? Is that how it works? Linked, yeah. Ooh, I need to charge this, don't I? Is it AE? Or RF? Is that how you... Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember how to charge this. Can I put it in here? Yeah, okay, so you can put it in a... Let me put it in that one. One of the RF industrial foregoing. I'm still auto-killing. Wither skeletons, I just have this set up to kill. And then I'm getting fish here, and it's sending the different types of fish over here. And sometimes I get spiders. And I'll take those nether pearls out. I probably can take a bunch of these. So, and that's just kind of keeping that going. Anyway, I will fill that up later. We're good with that. Oh, and while we're down here, let me grab these. These are getting from the wither. I'm probably getting more than they're probably being voided, but it doesn't matter. Alright, let's put all this stuff away. Alright. So there we go, there's the wireless. Now the infinity one, let's just add, let's do this. Yeah, I'm getting close to having to set up a mixer. I'm almost out of fluids. Oh man. One of those. Cores, are they? Yeah. Let's just do 10 of these. 10 of those. What is this waiting for? I can't remember. Oh, logic processors. Yep, so that's pretty cool. It feels really good when you get all this stuff just automated. There we go, I think that was it. Yep. ME terminal. Wow, I don't have crafting tables. I should. Did they despawn? They must have despawned. Because I had the 4 there that I finally broke up and put in my ME system. Alright, so crafting terminal. Fluix pearl. I need 4 more of those. There's that. There's that, and hopefully it doesn't keep the... It didn't keep the charge, unfortunately. And then I think you just... Yeah. Linked. There we go. So I know I can just add... I think it's to this, isn't it? Or is it... Where's the... Maybe it's in here. Alright, I need to... That sucked that, the craft. I mean, I'm not surprised it wiped out the, Is it the MBT data? I can never remember which one's which. Oh wait, there it is. It was like in there, but... Oh no, it probably just took everything that was in... Alright, so we'll do that, and then... Hopefully... Alright, there is the wireless. Just noticed my couple characters are running. Alright, so there is our wireless, and now I can just put... Ooh, it disappeared. I have 14 in there, so let's... I don't know how many I need. Are they supposed to disappear? It's been a long time since I've used that. Here, let's infinite energy is low. Place up to 2.14 billion of these into the Infinity Booster card slot to add that amount of infinite energy stored. Infinite energy allows one to use their wireless craft internal beyond the range limit of A and across dimensions. Oh, I thought this was just... That's totally not how I remember. So that's how that works? In range of wireless access point. So let's add more of those. I think it's these, isn't it? Can I autocraft silicone plates? Yes. I don't remember how many of those I can put in. I don't know, let's do 8. Ender Pearl. We got plenty of those. break those down. There's this fluix dust again. I'm going to have to craft the... Yep. Let me craft the mixer and get that set up, and I will be right back. And we have the mixer here. Pretty easy since almost everything that it's made out of is auto-craftable. Alright. So we'll just add Fluix. I'll put this on right here, connected to the water source, and I think I can put, if not, can I do this? I can, yeah. I couldn't remember. I figured you could probably have one on each side. Alright, then I need, do I have, need 2 of these, so I can even auto-craft the cables that I need, and it'll automatically put them in the advanced assembly machine when needed. So let's see, that's probably in the blast furnace right now. So that's going to take a minute. While I'm doing that, we could get that ready. The only recipe I think that I need in this one is, what is it? Nether quartz. One nether quartz, one redstone, and one... Oh, it's electrolyzed, isn't it? I gotta set up how to electrolyze, which is fine. So let's do that one really quick. Oh, wait, no. There we go. There's how to electrolyze in Syrtis. There we go. Okay, I need to set up this one first. So this to this, and that just goes in my electrolyzer. Then one of these, and one of these will equal fluix dust. And that means this is completely... Did I? Oh, is it... Charged, redstone, and nether quartz. Yeah. Oh, of course. It doesn't have any power. Duh. Alright, and there is my titanium power lines. Get that connected. And holy cow, that was quick. And let's just finish this really quick. Fluix. Dang it, I forgot to have it auto output. Auto output, and then we'll send that to the side. Alright. That gets 2. Some more patterns going. Now, where is the, what is it? The mixer. So there we go. And the network, was it the wireless boosters? Yeah. So Fluix, I think I made enough for 8. I don't even know if I can use 8. There we go. So now that is crafting the Fluix crystals. It should be... Did it do those? I think it already did those. Something is not working, because that should be going much quicker. Right. I put the wrong recipe in there. It is not Syrtis Quartz, is it charged? Yeah. So I'm already forgetting. 6 more of these. Alright, so there we go. Now it's working. I think. Oh, yeah, that's the old one. Alright, so these use wireless boosters. Doesn't say, but... yeah, I don't know how many you can put in there. I think it has a limit, but... alright, so that should boost up my range on this quite a bit. Let's just double check. Yeah, so I'm in range over here. Perfect. Okay. Moving on. I wanted to get that set up, so the next thing I want to do is... it should be all that, is this. Automating large processing recipes such as the ones in the assembly line, a standard pattern isn't going to cut it, instead you're going to need to use packages of recipes. It's quite simple. You make a recipe in the encoder and save it to 2 package recipe holders. Then you put one of them in the unpackager and the other in the packager. The unpackager is where items from the system go. If you want to better understand how it works, it essentially splits the recipe into multiple parts, multiple packages that get made in the packager, making the system think you have separate recipes with 9 inputs. And then the packages get sent to the unpackager, giving your items back so you can do the recipe. I have absolutely no idea what on earth that is talking about. Let's just go ahead and start making some of this stuff. So the encoder, wood planks, titanium and rods, I have ender. Alright, so let me get this stuff crafted up, and then we will take a look at how this works. Alright, I think I have this sorted out here. Now I tested this out before I started recording because it is a little bit confusing according to the quest. Now what I've gathered from this is basically we're going to put these 2 recipes over here. I don't know if we need 2 to be honest. I think I only needed 1. Okay, and then this is the encoder, and this opens up a whole lot of stuff. So as we can see, we can have tons and tons of ingredients. So basically what we're going to do is do the recipe, which I have all the ingredients made for. So we'll do all that, and I think I have too many of these. Yeah, I only need 2 of those. Okay, so that's the whole recipe. I'm going to put all this stuff away. And the outcome is the electric motor. Alright, so then that will pop up here. And then I want to save that. Now I've already tested this, so it's already saved to these recipes. I think, yeah. If you want to clear them, you just hold right click. I think I only need 1, to be honest. Maybe we'll try it out this way. But alright, so there is the recipe for the electric motor. Now, question is, how do I get it? The unpackager, that's right. You know what, I'm going to do both these. I'm just going to do it both for now. So put the recipe in, save. There we go. Now I'm going to do the unpackager over this way. I need to connect this line. So let's bring this over here. And this is the beginning of the assembly line. So maybe let's do the unpackager here. So there is the unpackager. It should be not connected. Maybe the, yeah, okay. So you have to put the packager down and then connect it with the line. So there we go. It's on one channel. Let's just double check that it is 7E14. Yep. All right. So we have enough channels on the side. All right. So we take this recipe, put it over here. So that part is good. Now, what we do, I believe, is the recipe should pop up here. Okay, so here's the electric motor recipe. We should do that. Recipe package. Maybe we have to put, okay, maybe you do need both. I will plop this package down. I'm still not entirely sure how this works. And I'm not sure if that is connected. We will just do that. One channel, two channels, perfect. Has, all right, and then we'll put that in there. I think I just realized how this works. All right, so you're gonna get this package, recipe package, and this electric motor. So let me, where did I put my motor? Oh, I have one. Okay, I was like, where did that go? Okay, so if we do that, it's going to send all the stuff that's needed. All right. What I believe it does is send everything to the packager. That gets packaged into like that little, that icon. It's kind of hard to see, but and then it sends it to the unpackager. Now this little green thing means all these items are in this unpackager here. And what we can actually do is, since I did the ULV ones, there's only one spot for these items. So what we can do is do that, and it'll send, okay, one. It should send all the stuff to all these. Let me just double check. Did it? I don't know if it worked. Did it go? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it's working. Yeah, so it sent everything to the... Oh, right, because the last one is the output, of course. I was thinking I didn't send it everything, but the last one's the output. So yeah, the packager puts it all in one package. It sends it to the unpackager as one recipe. That loads all the items in here. And then if you connect it to all the single slots input buses, it can't send any, it can't, once they have something in them, it can't send any more, so it'll just go along the line, fill them all up. And if I check this, we should have the motor right there. And we need an interface on that to, or I could just do an import bus, whatever's, I don't know, whatever's cheaper. What do I have here? How about import bus? I don't need an interface on this, because I'm always just going to be importing. So we should connect that to that. And that should pull in the motor. And if we check, we should have a second motor in here. And we do. Okay, so that is a little bit confusing. It's way easier than it sounds in the quest description. But to be honest, it's actually not too bad. You just have to packager and the unpackager. This puts everything in one kind of like a recipe package. It sends it to here, and then this puts the items. All the items end up in here, and then you can just pipe out the items. And it auto outputs, so you don't even have to worry about that. But this only works with the single slot input buses, I believe. I think if you had multiple ones, it would send multiple stacks to each, and I don't think that would work. Alright, so should we try? Let's try one more motor. It doesn't really matter. I'm wasting kind of resources here. I don't know how much I'm actually going to use these motors, but might as well practice. So let's do it one more time and see what happens. And I also, in between episodes, I got tired of waiting for my blast furnace to finish up, so I actually put a LUV hatch on here, and I'm transforming the voltage up. So if we look at this with this transformer, I'm putting 8192 voltage in, and I'm putting out 32. Sorry, my cat. I'm exporting the LUV package. So I'm sending in 4 amps and sending out 1 amp. So this is very power hungry. And the way you switch that is use the hammer. So I'll just demonstrate. Let me just back up really quick. I don't think anything is going to explode, but got to make sure. If you right click the transformer, okay, so now it's transforming down. It would be bringing in the ludicrous voltage and transforming it down to 4 amps of the insane. If you right click it, it's accepting 4 amps of the insane, not putting 1 of the ludicrous. And that means it is accepting up to 65,000 voltage. Now, let's autocraft one more of these and see how it goes. First, it's going to have to create all the different ingredients, but if we look at this, this is creating annealed copper now. So that is going relatively quickly, and this is why I wanted to upgrade the blast furnace as much as I can. Unfortunately, it is draining the power like crazy. If you look at the power, how fast it's going down. Obviously, I'm only producing about 6,000 EU. So I can't be running this constantly, but since the recipes are going so fast, I can store up to 1.6 billion EU now. That by the time the recipe finishes, look, it's almost done. There we go, there's the last one. This is cooking up neodymium. And then it'll turn off, and then I'll start building up my battery buffer again. Alright. So now it is crafting all the annealed copper wires, and then it'll send it all into the recipe packager. Turn it into one package. It will get sent to the unpackager, which I could probably put the packager over here if I wanted. It doesn't need to be over there. Once this is done, almost there, and then it'll send all the stuff to the unpackager down here, and there we go, it turns on. That'll use whatever the stacks in the thing are. Now this is also pulling 10,000 something, so I'm drawing a lot of power here, but it doesn't matter. I have a big enough buffer that as soon as that turns off, this should start going back up again. And there we go. And we'll just build up EU while I'm doing other tasks. And there's our motor. So there we go. That is completely automating the assembly line. Now if we look at other items on here, or actually let's do that and then these get longer and longer. So this has 7 inputs, whereas this one has 9. So what we're actually going to do with that is just keep extending it. So I'll extend it 2 more, and that'll be 9 slots, and then I'll just extend the thing on the bottom. And if you looked at the encoder, as you can see, you can have a whole lot of different ingredients for one recipe. Now, I don't know, I'm not quite sure what this is down here. Maybe this is the packager that's attached? I don't really know what this is. I don't know what that's for. But yeah, and then eventually we're going to be getting into some crazy stuff here. This is kind of my ultimate goal, is to build the ultimate battery. Autocraft it. So, alright, that is the assembly line automated. So that feels pretty good, and I think it is time to get into fusion reacting here, I think. I can't really think of anything else that I want to be doing. There's a couple little tasks, maybe. Maybe we can, well, I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Maybe get some, I'm going to need to automate a couple more of these items here for the higher end stuff. But I think it is time to start looking into fusion reacting, which is not going to be the easiest. So this is the fusion reactor. So this is all the stuff that we're going to need to be making for the fusion reactor. But we'll get into that next episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.